So many parts of Biafra land has continued to experience such level of flooding. We hear passers-by will not be able to cross over the road. It's no longer motorable. Trucks, cars, and different types of vehicles are not able to move. And the worst part of it is that sometimes those who are walking through the road, when you have a slip of hand, you fall over, the water will just take you away. This is not an easy something we are facing in Biafra land. Take a look.
I see they all across like this time at 500. 500. Toro cross. 500. Toyota canoe. 1000. Jesus. Jesus. You don't go. You don't go. Once you fall like this, you don't go. They say person don't fall, you don't enter this morning, sir.
Greetings, wonderful people, men and women of good conscience and lovers of freedom all over the globe. We welcome you back once again to our news digest this day, Thursday, the 20th day of October 2022. And we must say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. This is coming from the desk of Nicky Bobby. We are here once again to bring to you the state of the nation, things that are going on. But to start with, it's not a news that the Zoological Republic has taken to Supreme Court to charge the constitutionality as well as the authenticity, the legality of the appeal court rulings as regards to the case between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Zoological Republic, where the appeal court ruled and held that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released with immediate effect, and that's every other thing hold as regards to the extraordinary rendition that the Zoological Republic committed against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The appeal court as well ruled that there is no other court in the Zoological Republic that has the jurisdiction to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in as much as this current case is still maintained. But that's the situation of this. We want to start by giving you the update of the routine visits today to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by the legal team as well as the legal counsel. And before we go ahead, we just want to encourage you to hit the subscribe button and give us thumbs up should you like what we are doing here. Barrister Faye Jaffor has published and said updates on today's visit to our indefatigable client Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the DSS headquarters Abuja, where he is now being illegally and unconstitutionally held in solitary confinement in gross violation of the positive orders of the Court of Appeal. We visited Onyendu today, the 28th day of October 2022, at the headquarters of the Department of State Service, DSS Abuja. Today's briefing centered on the late night notice of appeal and motion for stay of execution of the judgment of the Court of Appeal, which was served on the office of our lead counsel, Chief Michael Zekeme, signed yesterday, being the 19th day of October 2022 at 5:03 p.m. Our strategies towards the successful upsetting of the efficacy of this process as it affects Onyendu's unconditional release, we are discussed with him, which strategies we are all accepted to him, particularly now that the motion for stay of execution was fixed for hearing on Monday, being the 24th day of October 2022. Though the FGN's right of appeal is a constitutional right, it is our firm contention that the FGN must first and foremost obey the order of the Courts of Appeal directing for the immediate and unconditional release of Onyendu. The FGN has been in contempt of the positive orders of courts made since the 13th day of October 2022 by the Court of Appeal, which orders clearly discharge Onyendu and prohibited the FGN from the further detaining him and or subjecting him to any further prosecution or trial. The law is settled that a party who is in disobedience of a court order cannot be entitled to or be granted the indulgence of the exercise of the equitable discretion of a court of law for stay of execution of the same order the court party is in its contempt. Onyendu's legal team, eminently led by our erudite Sikh Chief Michael Zekeme, son, is ever ready to literally remove the carpets from under their feet in courts come the 24th day of October 2022. There is no doubt whatsoever that this grossly incompetent application for stay of execution is to be enable the court's lawless DSS to gain more time with the continual detention of Onyendu. But their evil plan is dead on arrival because we are equal to the task. The only valid option available for the FGN is to obey the order made by a very superior court of record and immediately free Onyendu unconditionally. Onyendu is strongly convinced that our landmark victory resonates the age-long testament that the court is the last hope of the common man. He is firm in his conviction that his landmark victory has come to stay, and his freedom is sacrosanct. Umuchineke are strongly assured that the present development is nothing to worry about. The judgment of the Court of Appeal freeing Onyendu has held the FGN in a vice-like grip. There is no chance whatsoever of extrication. Onyendu's freedom is sacrosanct, and the sanctity of the court's pronouncement must be respected by the FGN, and the time is now. Onyendu extends his profound gratitude to you all, Umuchineke, while encouraging you all to remain fervent in your supplications and prayers, as this travail will soon be written of the past. There is already light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you all, Ezigbo Umuchineke, and remain hugely blessed. We move Science Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Esquire, KSC, IPOB Slate Council, 20th October 2022. This was published today, just a few minutes ago, by our indefatigable barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. This is pointing to the federal government of the Zoological Republic. They are saying that they have taken to court. They are challenging the judgments of the appeal court, that they want to continue on the term as Nnamdi Kanu. I have never seen a crop of politicians, a crop of those who claim to be in government that are stupid as those one that is leading the Zoological Republic from the Fulani sect. Their stupidity is beyond comparison. All these things are the things that they are outlined in their own law. Even the so-called Malami endorse those laws that are holding them down. But what would they do? No, they want to turn everything upside down. They want to go against the law that they made, which they have been using to judge others, which they have equally used in their own favor before now. Now it has gotten to the time where IPOB, where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will use this law against them because they committed a crime against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, against Biafra, against IPOB. That is that. But here, Barrister Ejiofor is giving us the updates of what went today as they went to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He assured us that there is already light and green light in that matter at the end of the tunnel. We should be rest assured, you should be rest assured that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out. Well, like we rightfully said, that is not it will not end where the appeal court said discharge and acquit him. We told you from that moment that now is when we are going to face the real fight. And you can bear us witness what is going on now, right? So it has come to play. We know the pattern, the system of the Zoological Republic, the way they operate, the Fulanese, because they lack reasonableness. That is that. And moving forward in a related issue like that, yesterday we brought you an information as regard to what transpired in Lagos, in Alaba International Market to be precise, as the Tinubu and the talk from Lagos as well as the Yorubas came to extort the Igbos. Of course, Igbos wouldn't allow that to continue. And that was what happened yesterday. Before today, the Lagos state government decided to shut down Alaba International Market. So today, Alaba International Market is not operating, where our people are selling their goods, where they are transacting their businesses worth in billions, is shut down. Kudos to the state, local state governments. This is what's happened. But I want to take you back to memory line of what exactly happened, how things are going on, what led to what happened in 1966. These are the things that has continued repeating and is still repeating itself till this moment. I just want you to take a look, taking you back to the memory line, because most people from Biafra land, they don't seem to understand those things. When you try to educate them about it, they don't understand it. But of course, some people still understand, while greater majority of people equally do not really understand. Why is it like that? Because history was struck out from the curriculum of the Zoological Republic in the schools. But apart from the one that has to take place in the classroom, our people sometimes to an extent have refused to learn from other parts, from other side of education, of learning, because it's not mandatory that you must learn from the four walls of a classroom. You can learn from anywhere you are, wherever you may be. Anything you can learn, you can use it to change the world, to change your nation, to change your community, to change humans to positive aspects. And that is why we are here, continue telling our people things that is going on every day and things that has happened. So as you can see it here, this is how it exactly started, and prior to 1966, as well as the obvious one that took place in 1966, and this is how it was going on in Kano, in Lagos, and in other parts of the northern region, where the Zoological Republic then 1966 decided to be eliminating Igbos. This is what led to where we are today, and that is why you continue hearing what is going on. And today, this exact scene is here again, repeating itself. But people do not understand, especially those that some parts of Delta states who have refused to be called Biafrans. They want to isolate themselves, and some parts of the river states. They fail to understand, and this is repeating. But the most important thing about it is that those who are directly involved, they refuse to acknowledge the reality of life. When I say those who are directly involved, I mean those who are still in Kano today, who are still in Lagos, in different parts of Lagos, establishing their businesses, their markets. For example, the Alaba International Market, those investors had earlier, some weeks ago, agreed that they will start moving back to Biafra land. Our people are everywhere across the Zoological Republic, developing their economy, doing their business. If they had at a point heeded to the advice of Ojukwu, and even till this day, to the advice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to what we have been saying, even since 5 years ago, start with a gradual process, relocating your business back to Eastern region. Aba is there, Onitsha is there, Iguachi is there, Umuahia is there, Enugu is there, Delta Asaba is there, Akwa Ibom is here, Cross River is there. We can able to expand your business, your horizon, your territory. Come back. Let's build it from the scratch. But our people refuse to listen. But here again, this thing is playing out. We are repeating this thing so that those who hear our voice might equally pinch themselves and say, wow, these people have reminded us again, because that is what we have been continue doing. And we will still do it. We will continue doing it. Sensitizing our people, letting them know. Now go the Kwanakarika. Yes, there is fire on the mountain.